guys, so I'm super excited about this video. This is kind of a rundown of like my favorite products for the year, and these are all higher end products. I do have a video on my top drugstore products, which I will put the link below, but these are the products that I have to have. Like, these are some of my absolute favorite products, and you will hear a lot of products that I've already talked about before, but these are pretty much like my go-to products. So I'm going to start off with my favorite makeup primer, and this is for like my all-time favorite makeup primer, and it's the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer. I love this because it helps my makeup stay on so long. It goes on really like nice and thin. It's like a really thin consistency, and it smells amazing, and I really like this one and also the yellow one. It just smells so good to me, and I absolutely love the way that it helps my makeup just stick and stay on all day. My favorite foundation for higher end is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I have purchased so many of these. I range anywhere from an NC20 to an NC30, and I just repurchase these over and over because they provide great coverage, they stay on, and they have like sort of like a almost like a satin matte finish, so it's not too matte, and it just kind of blurs everything out and makes everything just look like flawless to me. So that's my favorite foundation. My favorite eye primers, I have two that I just love, and they kind of are like the same product almost, but not. This one is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. This is a it's like a skin color, so it's a little bit lighter than my skin, and I feel like it works great for just like concealing everything and then providing a really good base for my eyeshadows. And the other one is Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and this is a paint pot, so it's a little bit creamier. The Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden is a little bit thinner and easier to blend out, but they both, once they dry, are pretty much the same product. And as far as concealers, my go-to all-time favorite is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I have NC20, NW20, and NC30. But this is amazing. It provides such great coverage. It doesn't like crease underneath my eyes. Like, I usually mostly use this under my eyes, and then if I have any spots, I'll kind of go over it with that. But it doesn't crease, it stays put all day, and I love the finish of it. It almost kind of, it's not like a shiny finish, it's just like a skin looking finish. So I love that. And then for an under eye brightener, I love the MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost, and this is like a yellow sort of highlighter. It just really brightens, and I love it. I've tried other products and they just don't compare to this one. Okay, as far as powder, I love the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder, and I like this with my foundation because my foundation is really yellow, and this is more of like a kind of like a neutral, so it kind of evens out that yellow. If I, sometimes if I get the NW20, it's too pink. If I get the NC, it's a little bit yellow, but putting this powder over it just evens it out, and this one is in medium. So I don't know if you can see that, but it just kind of works well together. And then for bronzer and contour, I love Hoola Bronzer. This is my third box of the Hoola Bronzer. I try other things, but I always go back to this because it's the perfect shade. It's like just like a nice shade that's not too like orangey or pink. It's just like the perfect contour for my skin. It's not super dark, just gives like a light, I don't even know if you can see, it just shades my face perfectly, so I love that. And then for highlighters, I am in love with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, and here's a couple that I really love. This is Lightscapade. This is like a nice light. When I have lighter skin, like in the wintertime, this works really great. I also love Whisper of Guilt, and this one is like a really like metallic-y finish, and it's a gold, super pretty. I love that for like if I'm going out or in the summertime, it's really pretty. And then one for kind of like a dusting all over the face is Warmed, and this one just gives like a nice color. I don't know if you can see those, but it just like, if I have like a foundation on that's like too pink, or I have like too pale of a foundation on, I put this on kind of like all over, and it just looks perfect, and it gives a nice glow to my skin. And I have two different makeup, I guess, brands that I love for blushes, and the first one is Tarte. I love Tarte blushes. They stay put all day. They have some really great colors, and I like that they have matte blushes. And two of my favorites are, this one is Dollhouse. As you can see, I put a pretty good dent in that one, and that's more of like that pinky kind of doll look. And this one is called Blissful, and this one's more of like a peachy, but still kind of like peachy pink, kind of a corally shade. But those are like my two favorites from there. I have other ones, but these are the ones that I use the most. And then I also absolutely love MAC blushes. I have so many of them that I use, and these are not, I mean, these are just ones that I use a lot, but I love so many other MAC blushes. And this one is called Pinch O Peach. This one's a sheer tone blush. It just gives like a nice, you know, wipe off my hands. This one's a really nice like baby pink shade. Another one that I love is called Floor Power, and this one's a little bit darker, which this is the one that I've been using the most lately, and it's more of like a peachy shade. And then one that I love for the summertime that gives you like kind of like a bronzy type look is Melba, and that one's more of like a peachy, like a true peach shade. So those are the blushes that I love. So my favorite eyeshadows are absolutely hands down MAC eyeshadows. I love that they have so many different colors, so many different finishes, and I have so many that I use like on a daily basis that are my holy grail shadows. But the most used palette this year has been the Lorac Pro palette. I absolutely love this. It's full of neutrals, which that's pretty much what I wear. It has a lot of matte shades, which really draws me to this palette, and also shimmery shades. So these are pretty much like the shades that I use, and I just love this so much this year. I also used it at the end of last year, and I will continue to use it. If I were to go on vacation, this would be the one that I would take with me. And then as far as lipsticks, I have two favorite brands for higher end lipsticks. I love MAC lipsticks. My favorites are the satin finishes. This one's just a new one. This is Syrup. This one's not a satin finish. This is a luster, but I love the way that they smell. I love the way that they go on my lips. They don't dry my lips out, which a lot of lip products that I use can dry my lips out, so those don't do that. And then the other one that's my favorite is the Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Intense line. This one is a nude. It's number 22, but I love them. They're kind of like a satin. They cover really well. Like, I like lipsticks that aren't sheer. I like for them to cover and not be too shiny. So they kind of have to be not really matte and not really shiny. So right in the middle. And then my two favorite lip liners, I have the MAC. I love MAC lip liners. I have a ton of them, and I just really like them. They're not too soft and they're not too hard. They're just kind of perfect. And then this one's a little bit of a softer lip liner, and this is the Makeup Forever lip liners. I really love them though because they're super pigmented and they are more creamy, but they have some of the best shades and they stay on for a long time. Like, these ones don't really stay on that long, but the Aqua Lips, they stay on forever. And 15C is one of my favorites. As you can see, I've used a ton of it. And then lastly, for like my favorite setting sprays, I love the Urban Decay All Nighter. This works amazing for making your makeup stay put. If I go out, I always use this. If I want my makeup to stay on, like if I know I'm gonna have like a long day, I always use this. It works amazing. It really does work for making your makeup stay put. And then if I have like makeup that looks a little bit cakey or too dry and I just need to fix it, Fix Plus works amazing. This is from MAC, and this is just like a refresher. You can put your makeup on, put it all over, and it just gives you that really nice dewy sort of natural look. So those are all of my favorite makeup products, like my higher end favorites that I absolutely love and use all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's kind of a rundown over the past year of what I just absolutely loved. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.